This is example 11.7 on page 304. You take the letters of the word leaving, and there are 7 letters in it. And how many ways can they be rearranged if there are no restrictions? In other words, it doesn't matter which letter comes first. So I've put out 7 boxes here. I'm going to put a letter into each one. Maybe I'll put G here first. Maybe I'll put L here first. I can put any one of the 7 letters in there first. Now, once I've used a letter, I have 6 letters that will qualify to go in here. 5 letters that will be left for here. 3 have been used there. I have 4 that I can use here. 3, 2, and eventually I'll have used 6 letters all along here, and I will have only 1 choice left for this box. So that is 7 factorial, which I just mentioned in the last example, which is 5,040 ways that they can be rearranged. All right. Now, sometimes there are restrictions and sometimes you are allowed repetitions. Here there are no repetitions, but they're starting to put in a few restrictions now. Say in part 2, the restriction is all the permutations must start with V. So V is the only letter that can go in the first box. Once V is used, I am left with 6 choices. L, E, A, I, N, G. Any one of them can go in here. Once I use one of them there are 5 that will go here. There are 4 that will be left for this space, 3 that will be left for this space, 2 that will be left for this space, and eventually I will have only 1 choice left that I can put in that space. So that's 1 from here multiplied by 6 factorial. And like I showed you earlier, you can type that into your calculator and get 720. Now the next one is, what if the arrangements must not begin with a V? Well, if I leave V out of that list of letters, I have 6 choices. So L, E, A, I, N, G, any one of the 6 of those can go into the first box. Once I've used a letter, I can put any one of the rest of the letters. Just say I put L there, I can use E, A, V, I, N, G. I still have 6 choices here because the V goes back into the mix. Then 5 by 4 by 3 by 2, and eventually I have only 1 choice left for here. So that's 6 bracket 6 factorial. On your calculator you get this number. If you put that whole list of numbers in and multiply, you will get the same answer. The next part is part 4. If the arrangements must begin and end with a vowel. Okay, my vowels are E, A, I. So E, A or I can go into that first space. I will use one of them. Just say I use A. That leaves me with E or I to go in this last space. And now it begins and ends with a vowel. Okay, so that's 3 vowels there. And then I have used one of them, so I have a choice of 2 vowels here. Out of my total list of 7 letters, I have used 2 letters. Now I'm left with 5 choices for here, 4, 3, 2, 1, like we did at the start. So that gives me 3 by 2 by 5 factorial, 720. The last one is a bit more confusing. If the 3 vowels must be together. Okay, so I'm going to put the 3 vowels together here at the start, A, E, I. So I have 3 choices for there. Say I use A, 2 choices left here. Say I use E, 1 choice here. Now that becomes 1 block of its own. Okay, so now I have, that's 5 choices for there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Giving me 3 factorial multiplied by 5 factorial, which gives me a total of 720.